From the WGBH newsroom in Boston, I'm Adam Reilly, and this is another installment of The Scrum, our ongoing chat or conversation about politics in Boston and across Massachusetts. I'm joined today, as I usually am, by our two WGBH political analysts, Peter Kadzis and David Bernstein. David, I should mention, is also a contributing editor at Boston Magazine. Guys, thank you, as always, for being here.
Great. Let's
talk about mayor's race stuff as we head into the home stretch of this election.
Again?
Yeah, yes, let's do it one more time. I have been getting an argument today from people who back Marty Walsh, and you guys probably have seen or heard this as well, that some of us in the media, myself included, gave too much credence to the point John Connolly tried to make in our debate here at WGBH on Tuesday. Connolly's argument was, you've denounced these third-party attacks by union-affiliated groups that are impugning my character and calling me a son of privilege, saying I'm out of touch with working-class people. Because they aren't even listening to you now, we can tell from that if you're mayor, the unions aren't going to listen to you either. The pushback that I've been hearing is those attacks were in the works before Marty Walsh denounced them on Saturday. And if they were bulk mailings, say, there was no time to pull them back. Rich Rogers from the Greater Boston Labor Council has told me, yeah, we sent all our mailings out before Marty denounced these things on Saturday. I haven't been able to get Working America, the political arm of the AFL-CIO, to explain their timing to me. But whatever their timing was, what do you guys think of that pushback? Is it a fair critique of Connolly's critique?
I mean,
you've got a better chuckle than me. You go ahead.
I mean, to some extent, yeah, on that specific piece of it. But, look, Marty Walsh has been making this argument that to counter the argument that there would be a problem with him as mayor because he's got too close a relationship and is too sympathetic, frankly, to labor, right, who he would have to negotiate with. So this is just all a piece of that.
So he's been making what argument to counter that specifically?
So Marty Walsh has been saying, oh no, because they trust me, they'd be able to work better with me. And he can make that argument, and I think that sometimes he can be persuasive with our argument. I have argued since the beginning of this campaign that it was going to be a very, very tough argument for him to make to the bulk of the people of Boston because he is a union guy. I mean, that's right. That's what he's been all his life, and this is just an example of that where I think it doesn't feel believable to people that it just doesn't fit right. And by the way, another point that John Connolly didn't make is on the same lines is that Marty Walsh called on the BPPA,
Boston Police Patrolmen's
Association, to go to sort of discard the contract that was awarded and go back to the negotiating table. They don't seem to have listened to him. I haven't heard any peep about the BPPA.
Right. In fairness, he's not mayor yet. Maybe if he was mayor, they'd listen. But on this, I don't know. I find the Walsh campaign overly sensitive on this point. And I think the reason they may be oversensitive is that these haven't been slashing attacks, but they've been consistent. And it carries through the social media. It's on Twitter. I don't recall seeing much on Facebook. I've gotten it in terms of feedback. This whole turning John Connolly into Mitt Romney, this class warfare son of privilege, which is, would be great for a TV sitcom, but it would have Norm at the bar and
my
cheers.
Two mayors.
Yeah, my two mayors, yeah, chuckling, snorting beer out of his nose or something. I think they'd just be wise to let it go.
All right.
That's my take.
Let's move.
And by the way, they're still, it really has gotten under their skin, the whole union attack thing, which I just don't understand why they wouldn't expect it. It's, it's like I said, I've been saying it since the beginning of the campaign, and everybody has, but it really does seem to be getting under their skin, and they seem to be doing this sort of backlash thing against John Connolly of, well, everyone should be looking at his career as a lawyer. If they're going to look at Marty's background with the unions, right, then they you have to be looking more and more, and they really do seem to think that there's a double standard on the part of the media, which I just don't think
No, see, I think what they don't understand is that this is well, I shouldn't say they don't understand. This is like, once upon a time, the Republicans did not attack each other in primaries. This is the Democrats trying to eat their own young.
Right.
Or you know, eat their cousins, if not their own young.
Well, but if you've
because
got a
it's
job
all
where-
within the family.
But if you happen to win this race and you've got it for 2 more decades, okay, this is our end sign. But I want to ask one
Wow,
thing
we
really
went on
quickly.
way too long
No,
with
really
this.
quickly. Marty Walsh has been getting all the big endorsements in this race from elected officials. John Connolly was getting some community endorsements. Marty Walsh was getting all the politicians. But now, Bay Windows, the gay and lesbian paper, has endorsed John Connolly. Is this a big deal?
Oh, it's significant.
Yeah.
I'd say it's a significant, it's a solid endorsement. And if Connolly's smart, he'll trumpet it, you know. And
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know,
Surprised at all by this?
you know, a little surprised, you know, and it was an interesting editorial saying we really like both of them. They both have a lot to say, but John Connolly is more than just good on marriage. He's been good to the community in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know if it'll change a lot of minds, but it helps. It helps.
Okay, well,
it's a nice marker.
For those viewers who are still with us, we'll leave it there
Yeah.
for now. David Bernstein, Peter Kadzis, as always, thank you for being here. Thank you, as always, for watching The Scrum. I'm Adam Reilly, and we will talk to you again soon.